What's up, and welcome to Storytime with AJ. I'm your host, AJ. In this week's episode, I'll tell you about the time I almost got shot by a Mexican cop, and why you shouldn't drink orange juice and vodka by the gallon before going out. Hopefully this week the audio sounds better, so let's jump into it. So the year is 1995. Anyway, I'm like 18 years old, senior in high school, and living in Yuma, Arizona, which is like the armpit of America. I mean, it's on the border with Mexico, Arizona, and California. And there's a couple benefits of living by the border of Mexico. One, in Mexico, as long as you can, speak English and pony up to the bar, you can buy a drink. Nobody's asking for your ID in Mexico. They're asking for cash. The other thing is, this is pre-9/11, so you didn't need a passport or a visa or anything but your driver's license and your voice to announce you're an American citizen to go into Mexico and do stuff. Nowadays, if you want to go across the border, you have to present a passport and all that garbage. So anyway, it's Friday, 4 p.m., out of school, and I hook up with some buddies, and we're going to go down to Mexico to go dancing that night. So we decided we'd get the party started early, and we should pick up some liquor. So I actually had a fake ID at this point. You could get at Western Union these identification cards that looked remarkably like the Arizona identification cards. So I had one that said I was 24. And so I went to the drive-through liquor store and bought a gallon of Tampico, which is like Tang or fake orange juice basically, and a bottle of Smirnoff vodka. And I literally walked out of the door of the liquor store, poured a quarter of the Tampico on the ground right in front of the liquor store, and pumped the rest of the vodka on the top and shook it all up. And then I had a Circle K or 7-Eleven big gulp, a 32-ounce cup that I just started pouring everybody glasses of this Tampico and vodka. The driver's not drinking in this case. We're actually halfway smart this time. And so I'm drinking the majority of this gallon of vodka and disgusting fake orange juice on our way down to Mexico. So it takes you about 30 minutes to go from where I live in to the U.S.-Mexico border. So the whole way down I'm drinking. So by the time we get to Mexico, I'm probably quarter to half a gallon deep of vodka and feeling pretty good. So we get to the club, and I think it's a genius idea because, of course, I haven't had my fill yet, to buy some beers. So I buy a bucket of Dos Equis and give them to my buddies, and I probably down 2 or 3 myself. So now in my stomach, which I haven't eaten dinner yet, I have a quarter to about half a gallon of vodka swirling around and 2 beers on top of it. So I'm dancing, trying to pick up on chicks, and liquor kicks in, and I'm ready to take a nap. Well, pass the fuck out. So I spot what I think is a super secluded area for me to pass the fuck out. But it happens to be a bench right on the fucking side of the dance floor. So my drunk ass decides to plop myself down on this bench, ass toward the dance floor, and face on the back of this bench. And I proceed to pass the fuck out. I don't really know how long I've been passed out. I just know that when I'm starting to come to, there's a lot more noise. So I'm assuming I've been out for a minute. And the way I was woken up was I'm feeling a poking in my side. I can't see what it is, but I can feel it. And it's getting harder and harder. So I'm in between being awake and being passed out. And I come up with the genius idea that I'm going to make a quick move here for whatever's poking me. I'm pissed. I'm drunk and pissed. So as quickly as I can, I reach up. As I'm getting up, I reach to whatever's poking me, and I yank as fucking hard as I can. And when I finally realize and come to and am on my feet, I realize I'm holding a nightstick, and I'm looking at a Mexican cop face to face, and he has his hand on his gun. So drunk ass me, instead of realizing I'm in trouble, I start fucking bitching this guy out. Why the fuck are you poking me? What's your fucking problem? Yada, yada, yada. And I think it throws him off because the look on his face is one of utter confusion and doesn't quite know what's going on because this white boy is yelling at him in English and waving his nightstick at him. So now homeboy actually pulls his gun out. Mind you, we're still in the club. And by the grace of whatever, My buddy who speaks Spanish sees all this happening and runs over and starts, calming the guy down, telling him I'm drunk, don't know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm yelling at this guy, telling him, fuck him. He's fucking poking me. I'm trying to take a nap here. Tell him to get the fuck out of here. And I threw his nightstick across the dance floor. So now the cop is really fucking angry. I just threw his nightstick across the dance floor. So he gets on his radio and he starts fucking calling the other cops to come and pick me up. I'm going to Mexican jail. And so I hear this. I hear him on the phone and he's like, alto, alto, as I'm turning around. And I said, fuck it. I bolted for the door and I fucking started running. I'm probably only maybe like 3 football fields away from the American border. And I know if I make it there, I'm safe. So once I hit the street, I actually get fucking hit by a taxi cab. Not like hit, run over, but like I was running, not even paying attention, and I got clipped by a fucking taxi and take a tumble, and I actually fucking hit my head on a rock and it split my eye open. So now I'm bleeding and the cop is almost on top of me, and I get up and I fucking bolt, and I'm like a breakaway soccer player or the fucking Heisman Trophy winner, and I'm fucking high stepping it, dodging in and out of traffic and street vendors and fucking stray dogs, but I'm almost to the fucking border. I mean, I can see it. And the border line there, the border wall that they have set up there, it's like a Disneyland fucking ride or like a amusement park ride where it cut back on itself. So I had to run basically back towards the cops, then come back away from them, then back to them, then back away from them. And the whole time they're just 1 or 2 like links away from me. So we're like passing each other and they're fucking yelling and banging on the walls because it's not like a line. There's actually like plexiglass in between us. And I'm bleeding like a stuck fucking pig by this time. So I finally make it to the end where they can't follow me anymore. I'm like in that weird neutral zone where they have no authority. But what I can hear are the different types of sirens from the federalities. And those guys are like state police and they can go where I am. So like I duck behind one of the like kind of entry gates there that the border patrol uses. And I'm like trying to wipe the blood off my face and get it to stop so I can look presentable to get back across the fucking border and not get hassled. So I end up cleaning myself off, and I have an undershirt. So I take the undershirt on, and I use that to, like, clean up my face a bit. And when I think I look presentable, probably, like, 2 or 3 minutes later, and those sirens are still, now they're closer, I make my way to the border, and I get in behind a group of people, show them my ID, tell them I'm a U.S. citizen, and make it on the other side. But now I'm stuck in San Luis, which is the American side, with no ride, no cell phone. This is before I owned a cell phone or before they were really common. And like $2 to my name, no change for a payphone. So I make my way back to my buddy's truck that we came in, and I pass out in the bed of the truck and wait for him to come back. So he finally shows up, takes one look at my face, and he's like, bro, what the fuck did you do to your eye? So I told his story of what happened after I ran out of the club. And he takes one look at my eye, and he's like, we got to get you to an emergency room. You need some stitches. So he drives me all the way back to drops me off at the emergency room. I get stitches, then have to call and wake up my brother about 4 a.m. to come and pick me up from the emergency room. So moral of the story is, don't drink a half a gallon of vodka drink before you go out, and don't try to fight Mexican cops. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.